thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm discussing luxury signature pieces and how I'm wearing them. I always love the idea of a few key signature pieces to really build your daily looks around. And in today's video, I thought I would share my favorite pieces for the upcoming autumn winter season, as well as how I'm planning on styling them. So I hope you guys enjoy this and let's get started. This video is kindly being sponsored by FARFETCH, who I have worked with many times before, and I know so many of you already shop with them, but on the off chance that you don't know who FARFETCH is, they are a global luxury shopping destination, and they basically allow you to shop from boutiques all around the world. It's truly so incredible, and because you are shopping from boutiques all around the world, the stock selection is just amazing. Whether you're looking for, you know, a new Valentino bag or a Mulberry accessory or a new coat, like there's always just so many pages of amazing items. Everything that I'm featuring here today in terms of my signature key pieces is available from FARFETCH, so I will link everything in the description section if you did want to check anything out. I did also want to let you guys know that FARFETCH were nice enough to give me another discount code, so you can get 10% off your entire purchase. There are some T's and C's, so it's only available for new customers, and there are some brand exclusions, but there are so many amazing items included. My Mulberry bags are included, the boots I'm going to show, as well as my pumps later on. Just so many incredible items. So I will include all the details of that in the description section if you wanted to take advantage. So first up are a pair of boots, and I am so incredibly excited about these because they are just exactly what I was looking for. I was on the lookout for some knee-high boots. I didn't want them to be over the knee. I feel like I have enough varieties of that style, so I really wanted something that just came to my knee. It was open in terms of the brand, the material, and also the price point. I was hoping to spend less, but I also was looking at the prices of so many luxury boots, and so many of them were like over £1,000, which is just crazy. I spotted these and I love the shape, so I decided to give them a go, even though they were much less expensive and I wasn't familiar with the brand. They still definitely weren't cheap. They were around the £300 mark, but gave them a go, and oh my goodness, they are literally the perfect boot. So much so that I instantly got them in the tan color, and that is definitely a theme that you will see running through this video. When I love something, I am more than happy to get it in a couple of colors, because I just know when something's really going to work for my wardrobe, I know I'm going to get the use out of it. These have a block heel, they are to the knee, and what I love about them is that they are very rigid. So many of the boot styles I was looking at were really slouchy and kind of really bunched in at the ankle, whereas these boots, they weren't kind of overly strict and rigid, but they definitely still had that kind of more upright look, and I just absolutely love them. So excited about these. They have now restocked as well. I got so many questions about them and they sold out really quickly. They have restocked, so if you missed out the first time, now's your chance. And my discount code does work on these as well. Just so incredibly excited about them. And here are the tan ones. As I mentioned, when I know I like something, I am very happy to get it in multiple colors, and I thought this was just such a beautiful autumnal shade, a really, really lovely kind of warm color, and just a wonderful, wonderful boot, which is also very comfortable as well. Next up is a dress, and this is the only clothing piece that kind of made the cut. I tend to focus more in on accessories just because I generally think that you get more bang for your buck when it comes to, you know, a pair of shoes or a bag or a belt. That said, I think this dress is fantastic because it is so versatile. It's a really classic shape, so it has this beautiful kind of A-line skirt, cinches in at the waist to give you a nice defined waist. You do have this V-neck as well, and you can choose to have it more buttoned or a little bit more open, and you have these beautiful sleeves with this semi-sheer effect just to add a little bit more detail. It is black all the way through, and you have this beautiful white ribbon print all over. It is fully lined as well, and you have this great swish with the skirt. I thought this would be so beautiful, completely dressed up with a pair of heels, but I also think it would work really, really well with a pair of knee-high boots. You could do over-the-knee boots if you wanted, and I just think it's endlessly versatile. So I love this. I thought it was so beautiful, really wonderfully made as well, and just a really, really lovely versatile piece. Next up are a pair of shoes, and if you've watched any of my fashion videos or you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably know how much I've been wearing these nude ones I got a little while ago, because ever since I got them, they're pretty much the only high heel I've worn. They are so great, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to try this heel height. These are the Gianvito Rossi's, and I have this stylish shoe in the high heel height in a few different colors. Never tried the lower heel height, but it's been a game changer. Like, it's so great and it's so incredibly comfortable that it's just become my go-to heel. Even on days that I wasn't actually planning on wearing heels, because these are so comfy, I'm like, well, why not? Because I can absolutely last all night in them. They are just so unbelievably useful and gorgeous, and I just love them. They go with everything, and I am officially hooked on this stylish shoe. So much so that I just got the navy pair as well. I always feel like navy is such an underrated color when it comes to darker neutrals. It's so beautiful. It's a little bit more elevated than black as well. Don't get me wrong, like, a black shoe is so invaluable. So if you don't have a black pump, that is definitely something I would recommend adding to your wardrobe. But if you wanted something just a little bit different, I think the navy is so beautiful. This particular shade is really rich and beautiful. It has a lovely tone to it. And it's just such an elegant shoe and really beautiful if you did just want to dress up a pair of jeans. Obviously works with dresses and skirts as well, but I always think these kind of things are so great for when you want to wear a pair of jeans, you want to be comfy, want to put on a cute top and just want to elevate the look a little bit. This pair of shoes will do that so easily. Next up is my Mulberry Mini Alexa, and this is another one carrying on the theme of matching pairs that I love so much that I was happy to get it in another color. The white one is my original one, and as many of you know, this has become one of my favorite bags over the past year. I cannot rave enough about it, and by no means is it a perfect bag, but I think the fact that I love this so much and use it so much just goes to show you don't need a bag to be perfect, you just kind of need it to be perfect for you. And that's how I feel about this style. It's so useful, it's a fantastic size, and it just goes with everything, you know? It's not a super dressy style, so not necessarily one I'd wear instead of a fancy evening clutch, but at the same time, you know, the amount of times I actually need a fancy evening clutch, not that often, whereas this kind of style I just wear constantly because it's good for errand running, it's also going out for date night, it's just one of those do-it-all styles. And I feel the same way about my chestnut one. I haven't gotten as much use out of this one. I've very much been waiting for the weather to turn, but I feel like it's finally here now, so I'm so excited to match this with all the autumn outfits. I just think it's such a wonderful style. Next up is my Valentino Belt, and I absolutely love this style. I think it's so beautiful, and I know the logo is quite out there, so I do think this is going to be more of a love it or hate it thing. It's definitely not the most subtle thing in the world, but I think it's fantastic, and regardless of whether you wanted something kind of this bold or wanted something more subtle or more affordable, I always think having a belt is just such a worthwhile thing in order to pull your outfits together and just add that little element of interest. This one is so great. I love the nude color. I always feel like Valentino do just the most beautiful nudes, but the styling opportunities are just endless. You know, you can pop it over a dress to cinch in the waist, you can put it over an inexpensive skirt to dress it up, you can even put it over a coat if you wanted to elevate that look. Just so many different choices. These are just such wonderful accessories. And then finally I have my Chloe Woody tote here, which I am just so incredibly excited about. I love this line of bags, and I totally understand the hype, and it's always just so nice when fashion or popular fashion items are incredibly functional as well, because it doesn't always happen, whereas it really does feel like that's the case with this one. This is actually the large size. I know I posted videos saying I was sure I didn't like this size. I actually did try the smaller size, or the medium size I should say, in this colorway, and for some reason it just looks so much smaller than I was expecting, even though I have the brown one in exactly the same size. So I don't know what was happening. I did actually post a poll on my Instagram stories to try and help me decide between the two, and this is like the first time it's ever happened, but the poll was at 50-50, which usually there is a very clear winner. I think the most it went to was like 51%, 49%, but it was so close. So I feel like at least I wasn't going crazy and not being able to decide, but I ultimately decided to go for the large one because I am keeping my medium brown one for the time being, and then I'm just seeing which one I get more use out of. But if you can't tell, I am very much on board with this style. I think it is so great. I love the look of them. Obviously functionally very practical as well, and I just think it's such a beautiful item for really all year round as well. You can also use my discount code on the Chloe Woody line, as well as all Chloe bags as well. So if you did have your eye on this one, it's a great one to take advantage of the 10% discount. So first up is the little black dress. I have it on here with my Gianvito Rossi pumps, and I wore it exactly like this during the weekend. We went to London and I wore this to dinner and a theatre show, and I absolutely loved it. I love the sleeves. I think the sheer effect is so pretty. I love the neckline as well, and the fact that you can adjust it a little bit. So I actually wore it without the top button. I just preferred the slightly deeper V, but obviously you have that flexibility. It does cinch in and you have the most beautiful flippy skirt. And I just think it is the most beautiful, beautiful thing. I have it on right now with the Valentino Roman stud bag. It goes really nicely with neutral accessories, but obviously you could add a pop of color if you wanted to as well. But then I also wanted to show how you can easily transition this to a full-on winter look. So I just added it here with some black tights and my black boots, and I think it works really well. So you could absolutely wear this to brunch, a dinner out if you wanted to. And then here I also laid it under a camel coat just to have a kind of fully finished look. Really, really flexible, lovely with just bare legs, also really cute with black tights though. So really adjustable right from autumn through to the chillier winter months. Next up, I have a slightly more casual outfit. So I have on here my tan boots. These are the exact same ones as I showed in my last outfit, but these are the ones in the tan color. I teamed it here with my Mulberry mini Alexa, some skinny jeans, and then just a chunky knit. And I love the fact that with brown shades, you really don't have to be too matchy-matchy. I always think it makes for a much more interesting outfit if you team lots of different shades together, whether that's a kind of nice cream color, a tan, and then different shades of dark brown or caramel. I always think that the different tones just really add up together for a really, really pretty, very autumnal ready look. I added in here my Chloe Woody tote if you wanted to see what it looked like with just a slightly larger and perhaps more practical bag if you were going out for the day, if you just wanted a larger tote style. Really flexible. Again, I think the brown tones really work as well, and just a really, really flexible, easy to grab and go outfit. I also quickly want to show you what it looks like on the shoulder because I was getting a lot of questions about this. Definitely a lot larger than the medium one though, so you may want to go for the slightly smaller size if you just wanted a more everyday style, but if you do carry a lot of items, then it's definitely a great choice. For my next outfit, I went all black with just a kind of pop of neutral. So I have on here my very trusty Gianvito Rossi heels, which I am happy to wear with literally everything. The top is just a kind of black tunic sweater, which I really, really like. I also wore this over the weekend and it was great. Teamed here with my trusty faux leather leggings, and then I added in the Chloe Woody tote as well. What's nice about the tote is that it is a neutral color, but you do have those little strips of brown, so it can actually work with a wide variety of outfits. And I just really like the combination. Really comfy, still definitely dressy with the heels, but really easy to wear and just perfect for everything from a kind of nice lunch out right through to dinner as I wore it, albeit you may want to swap the bag out for a slightly smaller style unless you're going to something like a brunch. Next up is just a very simple look, so I just went for a straight leg jean to team with my Gianvito Rossi pumps in the navy color. I did go a little bit matchy with the top, so I went for a navy sweater. I added in my Valentino Roman stud bag, which I am also still very much loving. I do think it's nice to try and team navy pumps with something blue, but because of the denim, I could have also just gone with another color as well. Again, navy is such a pretty neutral and actually surprisingly easy to wear. I wouldn't necessarily team it with a black, but pretty much any other shade with denim would really go. And I actually think that blush or nude shades go really well with navy, which is why I went for this bag here. Just a really nice kind of contrast, almost pink and blue, but just a little bit more elevated. And I really like the combination. Easy to wear, easy to grab and go, but still a little bit dressy and pulled together. And then finally, I wanted to put together an outfit that paired some of my favorite neutral accessories, but in a really easy way. So I went for an all black outfit here, my black pleated skirt. It's a very simple, just black crew neck sweater. I popped on my Valentino belt for just a little bit of added something. And I also went for my Gianvito Rossi pumps. As mentioned, they literally go with everything, just the best buy. And then for the bag, I went for the Mulberry Mini Alexa. Just a really easy outfit again. It didn't take too much work. The accessories really do most of the work here. I added on the strap so you can see what it looks like and how it kind of changes up the look. Definitely gives it a slightly more casual vibe. So a really nice one to wear a variety of different ways depending on the look that you're going for. And then here I just swapped out the pumps for my black pair of boots just to show you how you can transition the outfit if it was slightly colder that day and you wanted to be a bit more wrapped up but you still wanted to wear a skirt. Really easy, swapping in boots for heels, just an age-old trick, but just a very functional swap in terms of something that's still very fashion forward but will absolutely keep you warm and toasty if it is a little bit cold outside. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. As usual, I will include links to everything I featured in the description section below. I will also include the details of that FARFETCH discount code if you did want to use it. If you have any other questions for me, then leave me a comment. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.
So fast, baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights.